Are you looking for another way to gain market share and beat your competitors? Green Cleaning University can help. A partnership between the Askin Group and ISSA, Green Cleaning University is a series of interactive CDs that you complete at your pace. Ranging from an introduction to green cleaning and sustainability, the core courses help you identify prospects for your products and services, put together a green cleaning product bundle, deal with questions and objections, and even more. Upon successful completion of the 5 core courses, you'll receive a certificate of completion and the ability to use the ISSA Green Cleaning Professional logo and designation. There are many more courses available, allowing you to learn more about industrial hygiene, focus on green cleaning in schools and healthcare facilities, and more. For more information, visit www.greencleaninguniversity.org.
At the end of this Tri-Podcast, be sure to listen for a special announcement regarding an interactive seminar from BSCI to help you grow your business. Welcome to Tri-Podcast, episode 287. It's Monday, May 13th, and Dick Ollek's talking with Guy Hignite from Sprint. Yep, the phone company, and they've got some great technology to help you grow your business. Let's listen in.
Welcome to our Tri-Podcast today. We have a special guest with us today. We're joined by Guy Hignite, who's the National Account Manager for the Sprint Corporation. And welcome, Guy.
Thank you, sir. Good to be here.
I see Sprint advertising all kinds of things, and I don't want it to be an infomercial altogether, but I do know that you guys have been kind of in the lead in our building service industry of trying to help us in that whole high-tech thing and to save money. So I'm just going to open the floor to you. Give us some ideas of some of the things that you've been able to partner with BSCAI and some of the other partners that you have and that bring technology, I guess I want to say, to our industry that I think saves us a bunch of money.
Sure. Yeah, really, the relationship between Sprint and the BSCI goes back now. This is probably our 6th or 7th year getting to work with them. And really from where we started 6 or 7 years ago to where we are today, we've really tried to be students of the industry. It's something that, there's so much knowledge, from working with these companies. I mean, we call these guys really the titans of the industry. To be able to work with companies that are 2nd and 3rd generation and really sit down with them and really ask them what are the things that are really, that they're facing from a challenge perspective. How can we help them better to maximize their revenues, knowing that margins continue to be, tightened. We just try to see, where can we fit in? Where can we be seen as an extension of their teams? And so that's where we've tried to see from a technology perspective, where can we fit? And so in the last couple of years, we've really tried to see that, some of the areas that we can help or maybe in the areas of time and attendance. Mm-hmm. One of the biggest things is where are my employees at?
Yeah.
How do I know when a job was completed? How can I communicate that back to my end customer? So whether that's by using a mobile device, whether that's by locking down a tablet at a location, whether that's by using a barcode scanner, we just try to really customize the solution back to that end customer so that we can say, understanding what your problems are or what your challenges may be, this may be a potential solution for you. And so it's through that really we want to be able to improve their own customer experience back.
That's excellent. I know that, when in the infant years, timekeeping, telephone timekeeping, we always said, well, they have to call in and call out, right. But you never quite knew whether they were calling from Joe's Bar and Grill or sitting at home watching television.
Right.
So we had to take that step, and I think even that, the next step of that was where are my vehicles? And
right.
You've done some work in that area with some partners too, haven't you?
We have. We worked with some areas there, and also in areas of driver safety. Mm-hmm. It's great to have a cell phone. I think everybody has a cell phone, but you may not want your employee checking their cell phone while they're driving a vehicle when they're driving a company vehicle. So we have seen that as being a challenge with the industry, and so we've worked with IH services, for example, where they take it very seriously, and so they are able to really lock down the devices so that once the vehicle and the device is in motion, it turns the devices off. So it's really trying to help save a life and make sure that when somebody's driving, that is their priority.
That's excellent. So in other words, when I get in the car or get in the vehicle and get ready to go clean that first building,
right,
it automatically turns off my cell phone.
Yes, the GPS says, hey, I'm going faster than 3 miles an hour. I should not be using my cell phone. And so, and even myself, it's being in the wireless industry, you'll feel the need, because the phone becomes almost a part of you. You're like, I need to check and see what's going on. And so it's a great solution that just says, when you're driving, that is your priority. It's not responding to a text message. It's not checking, anything else. Your responsibility is to drive and to, because that's what your priority is.
Well, I got to tell you, I want to tell you, audience, this is something that you ought to be, this is saving lives. Mm-hmm. This is saving lives. And
it is.
And I had just a brief conversation. You mentioned IH, and IH services.
Yes, sir.
Had a brief conversation. They said it was rather inexpensive to save a life.
It is. Yes, and I think that was one of the best, kind of the examples they said, was for less than $5 a month, I can save a life. And I think it's a great solution. They really have kind of stepped forward from an industry perspective, but it's something that if any company has employees that are out in the field, it's something that, it's something that really should be looked at.
And that's what we have. That's our business.
That is the business.
People driving around.
They have to get in the vehicle. So.
I took that first step, with the GPS in the vehicle, and then when they came in, I'd say, I didn't know I cleaned any Wendy's or McDonald's or whatever. And what are you talking about? Well, you made 3 stops at McDonald's tonight.
Yes.
And how do you know?
Yes.
And so that was kind of my infant step, into electronics. You're talking to a traditionalist here, born back when dirt was made.
Sure.
And so when you see that, or I would say, why were you driving 85 down the freeway? Mm-hmm. I'd never go over 55. That's what the freeway says. Well, here.
Yeah, we can show you. Yes. Yeah.
So, that's pretty elementary now in today's technology, but those kinds of things also save lives, and save dollars. Getting people to drive within the speed limit. I really like the shutting down. Maybe I could get one for my wife's car.
I'd be happy to get one for your wife's car. I think that'd be great. So yes. So yeah, it really is. I love this industry so much because it seems like every company has got a history. That it may be, it may have been their grandfathers, it may be their fathers. So really, it's very special to me. I really enjoy coming, and coming to companies and kind of understanding what their history is. A lot of times they're maybe in their infancy of adopting technology. So it's good to kind of say, well, this is what we're seeing from an industry perspective, because from my perspective and what I do with Sprint, I only focus within the building services industry. So this is the only
This is all you do?
It's all I do.
Okay, so that's something for those of you watching us here that, they have a specialty, in our industry. And I really appreciate the effort that Sprint is making. At the risk of a full-blown commercial here for Sprint, I do appreciate what you're doing in conjunction with BSCAI's promotion to help our industry. We have a lot of need for technology. You know that, you see that. And frankly, a lot of us don't understand all that. And, you're out there leading that. And I appreciate that. We appreciate that as an industry. And so, again, I want to thank you for being here today to visit with me and visit with our audience. And I want to thank you, and I hope those of you watching this will take advantage of some of these new electronic opportunities that are available to us in the building service contracting industry. Thank you.
You've been listening to a Tri-Podcast, short video and audio presentation about important topics in our industry. If you're a current subscriber to the Tri-Podcast, thank you. We appreciate it. If you're not yet a subscriber, please check it out. It's free and it's easy. Come to www.tripodcast.com, enter your email address on the right-hand column, and click subscribe. We'll send you out a new Try podcast every Monday morning. Thank you for listening to today's Try podcast. And now a special announcement about an upcoming interactive workshop called Successful Selling in Today's Economy. This will be held in Omaha, Nebraska on June 29th and be conducted by Dick Ollek, CBSE, and past president of the BSCAI. This workshop is being hosted by the BSCAI and will include a special segment from Gene Hansen, the co-founder of the janitorial store. Some of the topics being covered are determining which accounts to pursue, creating and maintaining a prospect list, 8 ways to go to market and which ones are most effective, conducting an effective walkthrough, the components of a successful sales proposal, and how to close the sale. This is a don't-miss workshop based on real-life, proven successes, not theory. Dick will be showing actual materials and techniques he has used to secure appointments, prepare the proposal, and close the sale during his 50-plus years in this industry. At the conclusion of this session, you'll be prepared to grow your company sales in a systematic and profitable way. You'll also receive a copy of Dick's book, Selling Contract Cleaning Services, Compliments of BSCAI. Again, this is June 29th in Omaha, Nebraska. For more information, please visit bscai.org.